Hello and welcome back to City Skylines crater map. I know, same map again, but it's because there's some unfinished business here. Things are getting interesting. First off, I don't know how I missed this. I don't think it's enough to cause the issues we're having now, but I did. Now this might be. I connected this pump to the wrong grid. So yeah, that's a mistake. This one right here. Wrong grid. Let's swap that. Okay, great. Let's see if that fixes the problem. That probably will. I think I just made a major mistake there. Hopefully things slow down and calm down. But I'm still slightly worried that they aren't going to. There are some unintended effects of all of this. You see, the population has risen so far since the last few episodes. We do just have more water being produced. More sewage, that is. Which we're cleaning and using, but not completely. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to close this off a bit because the situation is calming down. It's not quite as bad. I think for the most part, we aren't at risk of imminent flooding. Which is a good thing. Unless you're like a fish, and we're very much enjoying the area. But now we should see things start stabilizing, and that's the plan. Get things nice and stable, because soon, this isn't going to be pumping in water as quickly, and it's not going to bail us out. Not quite there yet, though. Another issue is it's just coming right back out the other side. Which is unfortunate. Come on! I believe in you. It's just going around in a circle. Oh no, it's starting to leak. That's even worse. All the leakage. Okay, well, the water reclamation unit seems to be doing better. I can't really get a gauge on completely how it's functioning, but we'll give it a little bit of time. Population is increasing extremely quickly, though, which means if there's a problem, it's going to continue to get worse. This population is extremely high. Like, we are really doing a good job when it comes to packing people into the city. I mean, enough so that it's probably time to actually make a proper public transit system, because we have completely neglected it because this city wasn't supposed to actually last this long. So let's go ahead and make a metro system. All we're going to do is we're just going to make a very simple line going up the main road of the city. I mean, it's not going to go, like, everywhere, but for the majority of people, this is going to make their lives much, much simpler, much easier, and they will very much like it. Can actually hear people upgrading their homes because of it. So that's good. That's always good. Whoa, upgrading homes. All we have to do is we're actually going to make a straight line here. It's going to go forward and then it's going to go back. And we can have one going in each direction. Wait. Don't tell me that's too short. I will make it work. Okay, here we go. All we have to do is get a bunch of these lines up. And now we can just go boop, 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 do, 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 and back. And that's it. That is the simplicity of our subway system. It's so simple, but everyone's gonna love it because it's better than nothing. Bam. You see, that's an example of good government spending. A simple system that everyone loves and is actually not quite that expensive. I mean, sure, we're gonna be paying a little bit on it, but look at how many people are going to be using it. An insane amount of people. Because, oh yeah, over here, look at all the people. Down here where the population grows heavier. We have just tons of people streaming in. Yeah, I'm going to make the case that this was definitely a good idea. Great. I think we just got a lot of people off the roads. So, hopefully that helps trap. Wow, they are really streaming in. That is a lot of people using the subway system now. Hopefully it doesn't get in the way of the road because people are blocking off the road to actually get into the subway. Oh well, unintended consequences, you know. You never know. Okay, a ton of people. Oh, we need more electricity. How about we put more wind turbines near the airport? That's not a bad idea, if I may say so myself. Still a fantastic idea that has no possibility of going horribly wrong. We are having electrical issues still. Okay, so let's expand the... Oh, it's because of the water here decreasing. It's actually beginning to kill our wind turbine performance over here. Things seem to have stabilized. Fantastic. That's good news for us. Definitely good news. Okay. Well, that's good. Now that that has all stabilized, oh my god, my Steam is really freaking out. I'm supposed to be... Let's just go offline. Okay. So, this is doing a bit better. This is killing our electric production, but we will go ahead and put some windmills up in new areas to try to fight back against the electrical problems we've had for the past, like, 80 episodes. There haven't even been 80 episodes. We're at, like, 20-something now. Okay, great. Money is back on the rise. Population is on the rise. Water seems to have been handled. We've definitely got some flooding into the system, but I think we're handling it to the point where we can actually put a damper here and let the water get up to a certain point before sending it through. So that's good news. That's a thumbs up for us. We have successfully gotten the system working much more efficiently. Saved people from the potential death. That's pretty good as well. You know, I think these are all pretty positive outcomes. The only thing I'm nervous about is this continuing to get worse as the population rises, but that's just gonna kind of be natural. Let's see how the public transit system... Wow. Okay. Yeah, we're sending 321 a week. Let's get those numbers up. Thank you. Let's go to our budget and just increase our subway. Metro. There we go. Increase the funding a bit. Wow, I think that actually did decrease the traffic by quite a bit. I think that has actually worked wonders. Let's check. If we go to our roads, traffic flow is at 53%. That means it went up by like a whole 10%. 54%, 53%, so it's about 50. Yeah, that's better. Still pretty terrible, though. Things could certainly be better. This roundabout here is starting to have a little... I don't know why it's red, because, like, is it because they're trying to go around like that? Because it doesn't seem that bad to me. Like, that doesn't look like it's having any serious issues. Everyone's making it through pretty easily. I mean, this is an issue. They're having a lot of trouble here. Why are you all trying to go through at the same time? Isn't the purpose of the lights to prevent you from crashing into each other? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much into this. Uh-oh. That is Spaghetti-O time, because we do seem to have increasing levels past the level of maintenance. Okay, so we do have additional spillover. This is a net excess from what the system is currently pulling in, because these are all the city's water right here. So if we have more coming in here than is going in, and nobody is thirsty... Oh, shoot! Oh, no! And we actually aren't putting out enough sewage. Okay, that's really bad then. We are about to be in for a wild ride. Oh wait, that's the bad water treatment plant. We don't want that. That would have been a disaster. Okay, so this is rather bad. We actually need to expand our sewage system, which means that 25% more water is going to be coming in, and we're already not holding up with the amount of water. We're having spillage. No! No, 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 you don't leak. Look, we're good friends, water system, but you are not going to fail me today. I'm going to get you very nicely placed in a way that you aren't going to overflow. Okay, you're overflowing. That's rather unfortunate. Let's just raise this up, just like the gamers. Gotta rise up. How's that? That's good. Okay. Fantastic. So, bad news. We are now taking in a lot more water than we usually do. Fantastic. Population growth is starting to cause the city to suffocate. Nice. Nice. Yeah, this is more water than we've ever dealt with. This is like an entire river now. The amount of water we're pulling through this system. It's absolutely insane. And it may actually be more than we can actually output through this emergency spillway, because this is rising around the corner here. Okay, well, so we do have a problem. I was just about to say that we don't have a problem because it seemed to be stabilizing, but we do have a problem. It is not a good one. It's a pretty bad problem. Enough so that we have... Oh, yeah, that is rising above where it's supposed to. If it rises above that point, then we really have to get serious about things. Is it actually going to go over the edge here? That would be pretty insane. We've never actually had it rise that far, but the population is increasing at... It's just in the time this video's been running, we've went up about another 10,000. There is no slow down to the growth. It's just going absolutely insane. And these buildings aren't even like the highest quality there can be. Actually, I don't even think I have to expand the city for a while. All I have to do is like plop down a movie theater. But I'm not gonna plop down a movie theater until I'm confident that this situation is under control. Because at the moment, this is no bueno. This is a pretty bad situation. The water is getting further and further. I mean, this is technically going to cycle it to try to slow it down, but this is already pouring excess water in. Questionably clean water as well, although the net force should be pushing the water this way, so you shouldn't have to worry about dirty water going upstream. That shouldn't be possible, but it's City Skylines, anything is possible. Oh man, that is impressively large amounts of water that are coming out. Guys, stop using water. Stop creating sewage. You all have to hold it for a bit because this is a little bit too much for us to deal with. Oh man, okay, so the population is... Holy moly, it's not slowing down. Stop! In the name of the law, stop moving into the country. I know we're getting rich and very, very powerful, but... Oh, now we're having trash issues and a fire. Trash issues and a fire. Wow. Those are like two of my favorite things. Okay, what we're gonna do is just put some stuff here because nothing else is here, and this is actually a really convenient point to get some necessary stuff in, of course, so that I don't accidentally kill anyone in the future. I'll just zone it all office. And what do I mean by kill people? Well, they won't be very happy being next to a trash area, so we're just going to make it not technically a trash area. Well, a residential area. We're gonna put offices there instead of people, because offices don't care if there's a recycling center across the street. Only residential people do, because that's how it works. .jpg. Okay, so our large water pumping station is now actually doing its job, which is even more worrying because now even more water is going to come down here. Don't do that spiky thing. We've already created the Kraken. We don't want it over here as well. Okay, now we are, yeah, this situation is getting worse by the minute. I'm gonna be completely honest. This is... We're gonna go to DEFCON 5 now. DEFCON 5. We do have a situation of water that does not seem to be remedying itself, even with me fixing that stuff there, so... It is questionable what's going to happen in the future. Also, our ore industry is just so dead. It may be time. Oh, 0 units, that's why it's dead. Should I try to revive it? I don't even know at this point. Yeah, I'll revive it one more time. It's just like, we're doing fine without it, but having part of the city dead like that is just... It's a bad look, you know? You don't want people to see that your city's, like, dying industrially. So you patch it up by just getting more ore and pretending nothing changed. And now here they go, getting more ore. What are those? Oh my god, the workers! I moved the buildings, but the workers didn't! No! He's having a seizure, and so is he! Guys, get up! Get up, it's gonna be okay! Ah! Oh. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Ah, we gotta hide them. There's too many bodies, we forgot about them for too long. After they ran out of things to mine, they just... They face-planted and forgot about life. And now they're just parts of the mountain. That's sad. That's really sad. We should, wait, why? Oh, you guys just aren't operating. Why aren't you operating? Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. It looks like it's time to just get rid of the bunch. Bye. Bye, part of the city that's now just going to be slowly decommissioned. You guys will be turned into, like, a mall at some point. Diamond Square would also sound good as, like, a mall area. Not residential, but we'll figure something out. Okay, you are getting worse every time I leave. But that's probably because now we're at 130,000 population. Uh-oh. This canal is actually getting very, very high up there. It's almost more than it can handle. It's actually getting quite close to more than it can handle. Actually, before our eyes, we can see it getting a little bit higher than we can handle. That's not good. Huh. We could connect it back to here again. I mean, this water's clean, isn't it? Right? I believe it's clean. This water's clean for the most part. I mean, we could route it back to the beginning area to try to split the flow so that this doesn't overflow. Hey, you know what? We're gonna move this just in case we have to in the future. And what we're gonna do is actually pretty smart. We're going to get this. I'm gonna raise it. Come on. Ah. Raise. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's gonna push the water up a little bit further. We'll get the next point. We'll push it up. So, the master plan is to convince more water to go this way, which we just did. Great. So now this evaporation area is getting a little bit more use. And that should, This is broken. I don't know why it's broken, but it is. And I think I may have just done something terrible by breaking that. Let's just quickly fix the damage. There we go. There we go. Great. Now it's slightly less glitchy and broken. Which is a good thing! Okay, fantastic. We've got the overflow. Come on. Come on. Pull a bit more water through you. You can do it. Great job. Keep it up. Okay, it's dropping a little bit. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no. Big pump is having trouble keeping up. Well, that was actually unexpected. Because now we're at like 132,000. Okay. Now I'm not going to propose killing off part of the population, because that is not a good way to solve your problems. However, this is getting pretty bad. Like, the amount of water coming through the spillway is more than a spill. It's like if you, like, knocked over your glass of milk and then got the gallon, or, like, you knock over the glass of milk, it rolls into the gallon, and then the gallon falls over, the milk spills out, goes across the street into the supermarket, causes the person who restocks to slip, fall, knock into the main milk storage area, knock over the rack with like 80 gallons of milk, and then like that causes the pipeline to clog because for some reason it's directly connected to a pipe, causing the entire milk production area to explode. That's pretty much if we were to compare it to spilled milk where we're at. Because now it is not actually keeping up, and it's rising. Okay, and we have no power because our power generation is flooding. Great. Great, 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 great. So now we're also facing imminent death. Why is it like this weird stripe here? Jeez, that's an unlucky stripe to live in. Oh, it's because these power these guys in this circle. And these power these guys over here, but they don't quite get icy. That's kind of cool, actually. Let's not complain about it anymore because it's pretty cool. Let's just increase the amount of wind turbines taking advantage of the current situation. How's that? Ah, they don't seem to care. Okay, that helped a little bit. Not enough. Okay. Great. Well, I say we start capitalizing on the fact that this is always going to be full of water and just use it for electricity. Thanks. Nope, still not enough. Let's just add 2 more. How about that? Great, the water reclamation unit is now also like our main power source. Also, it's getting pretty bad. I'm going to be completely honest here and say that I'm slightly scared. Because cycling the water is no longer working, and if I add more pumps to cycle the water, it's not going to do anything except for just pump it in again through this part, and we can't really fit anything more here. So next episode, we have to dramatically increase our flood preparation systems, and try to do something to stop this, because it's getting pretty darn bad. The volume of water coming in is... we may actually have more water than I can deal with already. There's only so much I can do with the water. I mean, I can dig out in this direction, but how thin... Okay, let's put some money where our mouth is. We'll just go ahead and try to... where am I going to put the extra soil? That's a good question. I don't think I really need it right now, so I'm just going to... this is going to be way too expensive. And we need somewhere to dump soil. Oh, shoot. You know what? Over here, that's fine. I mean, hopefully it doesn't kill the power generation over here, but... I have a feeling this is going to be way too steep and expensive to build out to reasonably. And I have a feeling that evaporation isn't going to do much for us anymore. We're kind of at the point where evaporation is great and all, but the water is too thick to evaporate. It has to be pretty thin at the areas for it to actually evaporate. I'm going to try to build out the evaporation chamber into areas that are a little bit thinner, because cheap, but... we may have to actually look at selectively reducing the population at some point. I mean, I guess the water will do that itself. I mean, at some point, it'll If it kills people, that will reduce the amount of sewage being made. I mean, it's not a very fun fact, but it is a fact. So I guess with that, we're going to end it here. Our flood systems are flooding. Our power generation systems are flooding. It looks like these two ponds are about to connect themselves. This is actually getting to a level it's never reached before. I actually fixed the issue and it didn't solve the problem. Okay, well. Look at that. The crater map is actually succumbing to the thing I thought it would. Well, the reason it was designed. The challenge is now here. Had to hit about 130,000 population. But now there is enough of a misbalance of water creation to water use that we cannot actually use all of the water that is created. Which is rather unfortunate because now we're all going to die.